For those of you who are first timers to my channel, welcome. My name is Tawana Nicole. I am owner, founder of Girl Power Gems and Boutique. If you like what you hear today or it resonates with you in any way, please like, share, subscribe, join the gem journey, ding those notifications so you can follow the journey, join the journey, be a part of the journey. Um, this is episode 2 of my Tell It Tuesday series. I'm going to be connecting with you each and every Tuesday with thoughts that come to me that I feel I want to share. It may be something that will resonate with you, connect to you in some kind of way. And it is about healing and growing and evolving, stepping out comfort zones, finding the voice, finding the joy within. Healing is an inside job, all of those good things, all of this to promote positivity and joy, self love. So let's go. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today to share in this journey with me of healing, growth, and triumph. Today I want to speak about a topic that many of us have experienced in one form or another. Those soul draining aftermaths of a challenging relationship that kind of left us feeling unworthy. It's a journey and it takes you through moments of doubt, tears, and times that seem like life is devoid of life. And yet, here we are, here you are on the other side, not just surviving, but thriving. Relationships can be complex. And I think a lot of times we make relationships more complicated than they actually need to be. Nonetheless, you hear a lot of people when describing the relationship that they're in, yeah, it's complicated. It's complicated. And really, relationships with people that you care for, that mean something to you, really shouldn't be complicated. Relationships with love, true love, and relationships that are spirit filled should have an ease to them. Not saying that they're perfect, because there's no such thing as a perfect anything because we're fallible human beings. There just really should be an ease in that relationship where you feel safe, where you are comfortable, where you feel joy, where your feelings, emotions, thoughts are validated, that you are celebrated, you know? And a lot of times when we're in these complicated relationships, none of those things are occurring. And then we just chalk it up to as complicated. Pain is not a prerequisite to be in a happy relationship. And, because we're in these complex relationships, it does, believe it or not, take a toll on our very essence. And when those type of relationships end, we definitely start to find ourselves questioning our self-worth. And then we're wondering if we will ever be whole again. But let me assure you that our human spirit, if you did not know, our human spirit is incredibly resilient. And that's the takeaway I want for this Tell It Tuesday talk, this Girl Power Gems talk, that resilience is within all of us. And we yet have to tap into it if we haven't. And, we have an innate ability to heal, grow, and ultimately thrive. The first thing that we have to do, which is hard for a lot of us, is to acknowledge our feelings and emotions in those times where our relationships are not going how we want them to go. Acknowledge the pain, Acknowledge what's happening because it's going to be essential to recognizing and validating your emotions, you know. And I want you to understand that it is okay to feel the hurt, to feel betrayed, even, and lost, not knowing what to do, and being in an emotional state is not necessarily a sign of weakness. It's a testament to your capacity to feel deeply because we're spiritual beings. We come with all these feelings and emotions. A lot of times challenges come because we don't know how to manage them. We're afraid to feel, you know, we always have to be strong, and men too. Men go through those challenges of being uncomfortable with showing emotions as if being emotional is a weakness. No, being emotional is just being human. And I would like to think that we are all in some kind of way just human, and as we navigate through, our dark moments, it's okay to let the tears flow because tears, I believe, within the confines of my soul, they are cleansing. They are rain for your soul to clear out the nastiness. Crying is not a defeat, it is a release. And it is a way for your heart to communicate with your mind. And I want you to embrace it as part of your healing process. Even though doubt's gonna linger like a stubborn ass shadow, remember you are not defined by someone else's perception of you or your feelings. Sometimes it's okay to take a step back to reacquaint yourself with the person you were before that relationship. And running it back to in the beginning where I mentioned that, relationships are complicated because we make them complicated. Well, in the midst of all of that, sometimes when we're in these complicated relationships, we lose ourselves in those relationships. We forget who we are. We forget the power within us. We forget the beauty within us. We forget the goodness within us because we are so centered in the matrix of this complicated relationship that we forget who we are. And so when we lose those relationships, or no, I'm not going to say when we lose, because we don't lose complicated relationships. What we do is we release those relationships because they don't serve us. We internalize it a lot to say that it was something within us that was wrong, something bad, or, just something negative that would reflect on us. But we never realize that we have lost ourselves in those relationships. When we forget who we are, like, you're so used to, taking care of someone else's needs and you're forgetting to take care of your needs and then you forget who you are. So this process is the resiliency in you to reacquaint yourself once again with the person you were before this relationship. And then you're going to discover your strengths, your passions, and your unique abilities that make you you. The best thing to do in those cases is surround yourself with a support system that understands the depth of your struggle. You know, our friends can be our best allies. Some of our family members even can be our best allies. And in a lot of cases, depending on the severity of the relationship, it's okay to seek professional help. Someone that can help give you that necessary scaffolding to rebuild your emotional structure. It is super, super important and crucial that you have people around you who uplift you. You want to be everywhere that you're celebrated, everywhere you're celebrated, and not just tolerated. And you know what? the first person to celebrate you is you. You want to remind yourself of your inherent value. And as you emerge from the depths of despair, focus on self love. Treat yourself with kindness, compassion you deserve, and engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Invest in yourself, in your well being, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You know, my favorite thing to say is healing is a journey, it's not a destination. And keep in mind, it's okay if progress seems slow or setbacks occur. Every step forward is a step forward. And no matter how small the steps, your victory is imminent. And today, I'm going to celebrate your victories for you. Don't be too hard on yourself during these moments of vulnerability. It is a process of overcoming. You will discover strength within you that you didn't even know existed. And you are not just piecing yourself back together, you're creating a new and improved you. And the reason I know is because I'm not just only the club president, I'm a client. I am super living proof that it is possible to survive a soul draining relationship. I have learned that my voice matters. I have learned that I am a beautiful spirit. I have learned to honor myself in a way that others have not honored me. And I recognized that they weren't honoring me in that way because I wasn't taking accountability and responsibility for myself. And I have learned so many lessons with these complicated relationships that didn't need to be complicated. And I've found a peace that to the outside wouldn't necessarily understand, but I am joyful. I am grateful. I am whole. And there's nothing better than that. I am a resilient spirit. And this journey of healing is a continuous process. And I know some of you out there right now are at the stage of being unsure, still in the flow of healing process, and it's seemingly feeling like it's not budging, and that hurt is so fathomable to others, so unimaginable, so painful that like you want to do almost anything for it to stop. And I promise you, I have been there. I have been to that dark, dark place within myself, feeling like just God, do something to take this pain away, anything, or those moments where I can't take it is so bad. Like it's so bad, it's physically disabling me. And I just kept going. And it was a process, a step by step process. It's not an overnight process, but I healed. I found myself. I found my resilience. I found my strength. I found my joy. I found my voice. I found my love. And for those within the sound of my voice who have gotten this far in the video and you are still going through, please believe me, you will. You will get through it. Not only through it, you will get over it, overcome it, and move away from it. And you will find a joy in you that you didn't even know existed. And when you rebuild who you are, when you remember who you are, life is going to be so beautiful for you. And I want to say thank you. If you have gotten this far in the video, I appreciate you. I see you. The gem is within you. Just pull it out. Thank you for joining me on this Tell It Tuesday. Hey, hey.